Welcome along then. It is opening round time for this week's Japanese Grand Prix. So hope you're doing well. Welcome along. We're going to try and score the very best points we can on our free-to-play account. And as always, make sure to comment below what drivers you're running this weekend. Always good to see. If some of you haven't posted already on our qualifying video, you let me know. Now, Friday strategy guide was out there, so make sure to go and check out your strategy guide for this weekend, and it'll be similar potentially that we are running. So this is what we are running. Verstappen level 5 going to start near the back. Level 4 Charles Leclerc going to start around the mid pack, and we've got the car set up as followed as well. Free hit, we're going to try and save our good boosts and try and keep hold of them for maybe when we have a bit more of a chance, if not next season. So here we go then. It is race 1 time. We know it comes from Japan. And can we get a wet race? Because that is where the luck is a little bit more. So here we go then. First matchup. Real player. Team score in our favour by, I think it was around 69. I believe. But we're going to see if we can score good points. Fingers crossed we can. Need a wet race. Wet qualifying. As we set the grid positions. Can it be a wet race, though? That's where we're going to score the big points. Let's find out. Leclerc's going to start ahead nicely. P9. Verstappen up to P14, though. That's good. Please be wet. It's going to be Rooster Booster, because we're going to save boosts. We're going to hope for the race start. It's going to bring us some luck. We're going to save the good boosts. It's going to be a free 4, potentially, for both drivers. Let's see what we can do. So time to push. You can get a very good start at Suzuka if you do push early. And we're going to do the little mental trick of seeing if we can get the good start. And it's not too great. We've got Verstappen up to P10. Rival's got a really good boost of Kawhi. We're saving them boosts because no point using them in opening round. It's not going to get us anywhere unless you are struggling to actually qualify. But early on then, P8, and that could get a little bit better into the hairpin. And we are sitting down into P7 and P9. Now, the chances are we're going to have, wow, nice little move by Charles Leclerc onto P6. Chances are we're going to have to pit both on separate laps because we don't want a double stack. So we've got to watch the tyres. Charles Leclerc looking at Sergio Perez at the moment, but now got Fernando Alonso all over him as we come into turn 1. Leclerc just struggling a little bit. And who do we push early here? I mean, do we push Leclerc or do we push Verstappen? We don't need to push Verstappen. He's up to P8. So great little move, but that's now suddenly comes back down. And I think we push Verstappen for the 3 laps because Leclerc's got the earliest pit stop and he's not going to get stuck with everybody else. So Yuki Tsunoda is going to be our man that we want to get past at his home Grand Prix. And at the minute, is being a bit of a nuisance as we try. Rivals pushing down the straight. Does get Tsunoda. Why do we never get that look in running? We are just stuck behind Yuki Tsunoda. We're going to come in this lap, and now we're finally through. So into P9, and then we go backwards into... What? What is this madness? So Leclerc coming round. Absolutely fine at the minute. Now we finally get ahead. Suddenly we were pulled back like a bungee cord into the bridge section. And a nice little undercut then to come. Rival goes longer. They're in a pretty good clean air, to be fair. We can pit Leclerc. Hopefully Verstappen will come out in clear air. And he will. He's going to get clean running. No holding up. And he's going to get that initial burst out of the pits. Here comes Verstappen and Perez. Oh, P4. Boom. We'll take that. P4. And now closing down. We're going to have no tyre shortage at all on Leclerc because he's going to have a comfortable 3 laps with good power unit. The question will be Max Verstappen on P24 with everybody coming in. Where's he going to come out? Leclerc's jump Perez will take P3. Here comes Verstappen. Here's the queue of cars. Verstappen moves himself up to P6. It'll be short-lived. It'll be P7. That's going to probably go down to P8. But we can get back up the field. with Hamilton moving aside, letting Leclerc through. So can we get higher? And again, we're pulled back on this game. Don't know why it does it. Bungee cord, absolute. And now we're stuck behind Lando. So Lando and Hamilton attacking us both. We're into P1 though. It doesn't matter. P1. Verstappen has got okay tyres. We're not going to really climb any higher. We don't have the tyres available. Let's push Leclerc. Let's get him away from the pack and secure 24 points from him. Let's push Verstappen a little bit. We've got to watch the tyres. We've only got about 4 or 5% to play with, so we're going to push him to the hairpin. And then we'll cut back down. So keeping P7, I'll take. It's a very tricky track. We only got 43 points max in the qualifying round. So here we are again trying to get some points. And we're not too bad on tyres, actually. We've got a couple of cars ahead now with Leclerc and Piastri, is it? Or is it Norris? It is Norris. Leclerc's got the win. That is wrapped up. The question will be, is can we get past these two? We're going to push under the bridge because that's a great overtaking spot. The Ferrari moves aside. We can't get him. We can now go into the hairpin and take P6. We're pushing a little bit further here. I think we might be okay on tyres. Worst case scenario is we lose a few points. Now on the back of Norris we go. We're going to push. We're going to risk it. Into the final corner. Oh, thought we had P4. We don't. It is P6 closing on the line. And again, it is 43 points. It's exactly like we got in qualifying. So I'll take that. That is our pretty much limitation when it comes to this race at Japan. It is very tough. But a 1.477, we scored 43 points. We'll just show you what that rival was running. It was Verstappen 8, Hamilton 8, and a car which was pretty decent as well. Here we go then. Race number 2 at Zandvoort. And let's see. There's always good point scoring potential here at Zandvoort. So if we can get away nicely, we've got a great chance of some points, especially when we're looking at using the Rooster Booster. And we'll see what we can do here. P10, P15. And we're going to go soft and mediums. We're going to go Rooster Booster. Look after the boosts best way, because you don't want to waste. If you can get through in opening round, don't waste your good boosts. Save them for the final round where position really does matter. So that's my little tip for you. And that is why you don't see me using Kawhi, Cuppa, anything like that in the opening round. If it was going to be a struggle to get through, then of course I would. So here we go then. Leclerc P10, Verstappen P15, fast and perfect. Rival making use of that free Kawhi on offer this week, and he is through nicely. I'll tell you what, Verstappen's had a beautiful start. He is in to P7 and 10 now. That's a good start. Always conserve through this section. Don't waste your power unit, and then we'll push coming out of it. And as you can see, we're already past Perez. And we've got the rival ahead of us now. Verstappen just sitting, but yeah, it's a good exit. And he is up to P9. So rival's still pushing and using all of that power unit in places that you can't overtake. That is why you see we've got 42% remaining still. And now we're going to take advantage of not pushing. And we're going to be able to come back at the rival as we conserve down. Always conserve through this section, like we said. Best chance of overtaking. And then we push out of it. Every time. Somehow Russell has just absolutely flown past us, or we overtook them. Either way, P5. And we've got P8 for Verstappen. Very good start. I'm happy with how it is. Sat behind the rival nicely with that Kawhi boost. And Russell's a man on a mission. He's a madman on a mission. He's got some speed, has George, as Verstappen gets into P7. We're not going to push then this time round with Leclerc. Let's just build some power unit back up. Verstappen, we can close the gap a little bit for any soft tyre. Surely Russell was on softs. He was. One car going longer. And now Leclerc will pit. Verstappen will carry on though. he's got a good chance of some points with this one stop. Obviously, one stop all the time around this track. Already a Ferrari has come out. That's how quick that Ferrari is. That's how slow we are behind. Can we get ahead of these cars here? We'll watch down below as we just save some power unit. P13. We've lost a couple of places with cars not pitting. And now through this section we can push. We can push past the rival. Can we get P10? Yes, we can. Really good turn. This is why you push through these sections. You can see we've just gained on the rival. Verstappen is in the pits as well. Can we get ahead of this rival? It's going to be tough, but he's already coming out and he's already going to be ahead. So Verstappen, doing the overcut, is going to be in a very good position here. Let's push out of this corner with both cars. See if we can get Carlos. Oh yes, we can get Carlos. Leclerc can get him as well. He's up to P7. We're already on the back of Hamilton. Surely we can get past him here. No, we can't. So P6 and P7. Few people pitting as well. Told you it was good points around here. And we're into P4 and P5. The cars ahead are on mediums. There is no more pit stops. So if we want to get higher, we've got to get past them on the track. We are going to just push through sections and really try close this gap. It's going to be tough. You can see a couple of cars ahead with the Red Bull. And we are really closing in on that Red Bull now. Be good if we can get onto the podium. P3. Try and push him out of this corner. Can we go up the inside? Yes, we can. Up to P3. Save power unit straight away. Because we're going to attack again through this section. We've got a little bit of power unit to play. Here he comes. Can he get P2? Yes, he can. That's why you save your power unit. Because Leclerc, I don't think, is going to get any higher. He's just going to fall short. But that is a beautiful, beautiful point scoring at Zandvoort. P2 for Verstappen. It was Verstappen ahead of Leclerc. Remember, Verstappen started way further back as well. And we were only using the Rooster Booster. So another 43 points. Yes, we would like 47, but we're only less than 1,500 team score. We're not even at the recommended team score for champs just yet. Good matchup. That is what we like to see. Of course, we're never going to complain. Level 5 Leclerc, level 5 Sonoda, and speed over corner. That's where you're going wrong. So we're definitely not complaining. It's a good matchup again for race number 3. The luck is obviously on our side at the moment. We go off to Canada. Canada can be tough. And we're going to see if we can get 40 plus points again. Going to be tough. Max Verstappen's going to push probably P15 here. Or is it going to be a little bit better? P14. Every position counts. And all that jazz. So we're going to go Leclerc softs. We're going to go mediums for Verstappen. We're just going to do the same again. We're going to save the boosts. We're going to Rooster Booster it. Maybe that should be the title of our thumbnail. Rooster Booster. And we're going to use these as much as we can. Because yes, they're great on race start. But that is pretty much it. So tomorrow, Cuppa, Street Shark, Kawaii. We may just get them out. Take the dust off them. And run them. So, P7 for Leclerc needs a good start. It's early on them soft tyres. It's going to get perfect. Verstappen on the mediums, not too bad, but already Leclerc then up to P6. He's going round the outside. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, P1 already.
Whoa! Yes, guys. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, P1 for Leclerc. The best possible start we could have wanted from him. As now we have got the train ahead. Rivals not pushed too much early on. And we just go past our main man.
Kevin!
See you later. We are into P1, P12. So Verstappen has not had the best start. There is a few soft tyres around us. There is some hards as well, actually. So probably the cars that we will need to get ahead. Because they're going to slow us down. We could potentially go 5 laps. Don't think it's worth it. As now the rival with the Kawaii boost sneaks past. And we are squeaking through to gain our position back. So P12, rival must be running a speed setup because we have just absolutely launched past them on the corner. That would be my guess early on. And now into the wall of champions. Hopefully we can survive. And we're going to come back and pit. We can survive better than that because we're up to P10. Rival and soft through the corner. See you later. And now we're up to P9. Slowing down as we've got the Japanese superstar Yuki Tsunoda. As we hang on. Rival struggling to get past them. And we're going to fly past into P8. Come on. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to gain some power unit. Rival surely got a speed setup. I'll be surprised if not, as Leclerc has pitted, comes out into the lead. Going to try and gain some power unit. Rival's trying to do 4 laps on the softs. That is risky. Not going to work. Going to run out of tyres. That's not what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. But we are all the time closing on these cars ahead. Verstappen and Hamilton potentially. And then we're going to come into the pits, conserving down the straight, gaining that power unit back 15%, and we are in for a 4-4. Leclerc is absolutely disappeared. It's what we like to see. Where can Verstappen get ahead of this traffic? Oh, yes, he can. Into P8. We're going to push a little bit because the undercut is what we're trying to do with Verstappen. We'll waste some power unit, but we need to try and close some of these. You can see them just ahead. We're going to push through the corners. That's where our speed counts. And hopefully we can cut them through. Leclerc will push. Verstappen goes through. There's Alonso coming out. We're not going to get ahead of him. Only just though. The question is, can we find a way? There's a few hard tyres. There's one, Verstappen. 4 seconds ahead. So we might have hit our limit as well in this race. Leclerc's in the pits already. Nice new helmet by the look of it for Charles Leclerc. And he's already coming out. Into P1. Job done for Charles Leclerc. That grid position is absolutely vital. You can see why. You need to basically make sure you've got your best qualifying drivers. Because you can see how the difference of Verstappen starting P14 compared to Leclerc starting P, was it 7, I think? Or 9 or something like that. But we're into P6 with Verstappen. We're doing it the hard way. And hopefully P5 now. Yes, we can. P5. Good move. And now we're going to push again. We've got P4 ahead of us. P3 and P2. All a couple of hard tyre runners. They're going to be pretty slow, but we are on to the last lap. We're going to be looking for a hairpin dive bomb in this one. We should close up on the hards through the corners. It'd be nice if we can get a move without pushing. Not quite. Can we push now? Get Hamilton? Yes, we can. Can we just conserve a little bit? Close the gap up. Maybe a last corner fly against Leclerc. Can we last corner bomb past him? Yes, we can. Come on. P3. What a race in Canada. Both strategies worked an absolute treat. Leclerc got a bomb off the line. Verstappen coming home in P3. And there's only one thing to say about that.
A race like this is incredibly satisfying.
Oh, it is very satisfying. P1 for Leclerc, P3 for Verstappen, level 5 for the rival. And the car, it wasn't, I'm very surprised that car wasn't as fast through the corners, especially with the Kawhi boost in play as well. So that's very surprising, but we take victory. Either way, solid points. And these good matchups keep continuing. I mean, I'm obviously not going to complain. Putting my hands up. It shouldn't be that low. It definitely should be 100 lower, but I can't control it. We're at Spain, the fastest lap track this weekend, and medium stints are so good round here. You know what boost's coming up, don't you? Rooster Booster. It is great for our opening round, and this is not even using copper, Kawhi, anything like that. P9 and P14, we are set up for a great race. Medium, Rooster Booster. is going on. No fastest lap needed, just maybe 46 or 47 points if we can grab it. That is the hope. So here we go. Can we get the good start? Rivals gone soft and mediums. Soft, not the way to go round here. Make you quick initially, but overall, an extra stop does not help. Leclerc has got through. Now, this is a great track for getting first lap overtakes done. And as you can see, Leclerc is already up to P3, P2 and P1. Verstappen struggling a little bit. Currently P12. We've just made a couple more places as well. It's all carnage here. Let's get a little screenshot. But we're in to P11. Not great for Verstappen, I must say. And he's going to move back to P12. This is not a great strategy for him. Is there a lot of soft tyres out there? There's a few. Oh, Verstappen is getting absolutely hung out to dry. Here comes effing Max. What is going on? Has Verstappen got a puncture or something? He is ridiculously slow. And literally, there's hard tyres gone past him. There is a lot of softs, though. That is probably why they are so quick. They are all running soft tyres. There is so many soft tyres. 6, 7 cars, half the field at this point ahead of me are running softs. We're just going to keep that power unit as Leclerc is holding up Sainz. Let's push him away. Hulkenberg looking for a move as well. Oh, we thought we were just going to get past into P. Let's try and push here. As we're going to put pit now. Should be a few free lap pit stops coming along. And there is. The Ferrari is in. We're going to move up the field then. We're going to get ahead of the Ferrari as well. Just out of interest, the tyres for Sainz is going to go to hards. They're going to be very slow. And the rival pulling us in like that bungee cord, not letting us escape. So annoying. So built badly. How that never works. Never should work. So you can see we're just pulling this guy in again, and he's pushing. Like, look at that. We've literally forced our way through. It's just mad how it works sometimes. No double stacking though. Leclerc is out in P3. We're going to push early because that could be net P1. Rival we're ahead of. And now we're going to get this boost out of the pit. So can we get ahead of Hamilton? Not quite. Where's Sainz though? Sainz is the man. He's in P5. We're trying to just get past these slower runners. And we're just going backwards again. Nick de Vries. Absolutely costing us. Few cars go round. Few cars into the pits. Daddy Stroll we're past. We're past Hamilton as well. So P1 for Leclerc. He has inherited the lead. Verstappen is in P10. We're going to push again. Just get away from Hamilton. Stop that bungee cord coming back. There's a few hard tyres and a rival pit stop. 1, 2, 3, 4 potential positions to gain after that bad start. We're going to try and push past Gasly. And there it is, P9. Few cars now coming into the pits. Leclerc is fine out front. We're going to push him a little bit more. Let's secure the win. And now Verstappen is up to P6. Just keep pushing. Hard tyres ahead. 2 cars we could potentially get with hard tyres. Here's one of them. Say goodbye to one of them. P5. And now we should be able to just disappear. We should be able to get... We've got a lot of time to catch though. Like that Sainz is pretty... a few seconds ahead. We've really got to use these tyres and power unit clever. We've got to get on the back of him first. So through here we go. And that is now in position for P4. We're not going to get P3. What we're going to do is save it. We don't need to save it. We're already ahead. P4 for Max Verstappen. Leclerc wins again. Brilliant race by him. And Max Verstappen is going to come home in P4. It's going to be another 40-plus race. Is what we needed. 45 points. That is beautiful. Rival's going to come home in P9 and P14 in the end. Unless they grab it on the last corner. They do. P13. So I am relatively happy with this session so far. We have scored 40 plus points in every race, which is good. Japan is always tough rival with a heavy cornering setup as well, but a lot lower team score, so still scoring okay points. Let's see how we have done though. I will take this all day long. We are not expected to score 47 points a race, especially from starting P14, P15. We have dropped 11 points so far, 177 points, 43, 43, 46 and 45 on this free-to-play account. Hopefully, maybe 350 is our target this weekend. Make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know how you get on down below, and good luck in your opening round.